Today's verse is from Psalms 91 verse 11. Let me just read that to you. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. I believe it is an amazing verse. Once I heard of a story about a young girl who lived in a sugarcane farm in another country. And both of her parents were working in that sugarcane farm. Every day the girl would travel by herself to the school that was a bit distant from her house, and she would travel by herself daily. During one particular day, a group of young men started to follow that girl because that girl was a very attractive girl. And she noticed that this young boy started to follow her back home as she was traveling to her house. Because it was a sugarcane farm, there were not many people around her, and she couldn't ask for help. All she knew that she had to go back home, and perhaps by going inside the house she can lock herself. As she started to travel to her house, these boys started to approach her closely, and they started to walk towards her very closely and very fast. It came to a point where she had no place to run, as she couldn't scream for help because there was no one around her in that sugarcane farm. And at that time, she screamed for help towards God. She said, "God, I need your help. Please protect me from these young boys. They are trying to harm me." And as the boys tried to approach her closely, and as each one of them started to walk closely towards her, all of them had a smile on their face, and the smile indicated that they were about to enjoy what they were going to do next. But suddenly, there was a change in their facial expression. All of them were terrified, and all of them, instead of walking closer towards the girl, all of them started to move backwards, one step at a time. And they each were terrified, and they pointed out their fingers towards her left hand side. But this girl didn't understand what was happening. All she knew was that she was relieved in that second because these boys started to go backwards instead of coming forward. And one by one, all of them ran away from that girl. And as the girl looked towards her left hand side, she saw an angel standing right beside her, ready to defend her at any moment. And she was so glad that day. And she realized that angels were real beings. And she glorified God, and she told her mom and dad, and pretty much she told her whole village about what had happened. And all glory and honor went to Jesus. See, in this verse, we read that God commands his angels. The word commands means it's a very strict word. It's a very heavy word. That means whatever he says needs to be done, needs to be accomplished. And the word angels, it's plural. That means it's not one angel, it's many angels. God commands his many angels to protect you and me in our daily life. His protection is not only for that one moment. His protection is not only for certain situations in our life or certain timing. It says that in all thy ways. That means in all our moments in our life, in every situation, in our everyday life, God sends his angels to protect us, to protect our life, to protect our family from all evil and harm. As long as our heart is right before God, be confident that God will send his angels to protect you from all evil and harm. Just as he protected that young girl, God is more than able to protect you. Reach out to God. Spend time in prayer. Ask God's help in your life daily, my friend. God bless you.